A new study says Minnesota is the 5th best state in the country for children.
Yeah, Minnesota got some of the top marks in education, healthcare, and for the number of children living in poverty. But reading between the lines in the study conducted here by the Children's Defense Fund are some troubling figures. While 15% of all Minnesota kids live in poverty, the numbers are much higher for children of color. 46% African American kids, 38% of American Indian kids, and 30% of Latino kids live in poverty. And Esme Murphy has been crunching the numbers for us, and she found other areas where the study raises some questions and concerns. Esme.
You know, Amelia and Frank, it really does. For example, the education numbers look great compared to other states, but a harder look that we took suggests kids here and in classrooms across the country have a lot of work to do. Kids playing at this water park in St. Paul weren't thinking about hitting the books today. A study by the Children's Defense Fund found Minnesota kids are doing better in the classroom than almost anywhere in the country. But that's not as good as it sounds. Minnesota ranks 6th for education, but the study also found that 59% of the state's 4th graders are not proficient in reading, and 53% of 8th graders are not proficient in math.
We have fewer than half, 41% of 4th graders are proficient in reading in Minnesota, and that's one of the best outcomes across the country. And, you know, that's not something to brag about.
That's definitely a concern for me.
Parents also found those figures alarming.
I can't believe it, especially if we're 6th in the nation and we still have those low scores. What does that say about the other states?
The study of Minnesota kids also showed a gap in category after category between white children and children of color, a gap that is one of the largest in the country.
They are less likely to have better educational outcomes, less likely to attend preschool, graduate on time, and be proficient in math and reading.
One area of significant improvement is that here and across the country, the rate of teen births is dropping sharply. Since 2005, the rate of teen births has dropped by 26% here in Minnesota, and 40% nationally, Amelia.
Oh, that is some good news. Any idea what's behind the drop in the pregnancies?
You know, the study's authors really point to a couple of factors. They say it's better sex education and also access to birth control for teens.
All right. Thank you, Esme.